Routing in Node.js. A route is really just a URL pattern. So for example, when a user tries to go to a web page that loads or runs this specific URL, it goes to this routing system, and the routing will look at that URL or the endpoint and find a matching file to send that back to the user. Right? So if you might have another pattern that might go to the about page, and again, the system will fetch the about HTML document back to the user, and so on. So that's how a routing system works. It's just a mechanism of how to route or direct a user to a very specific document on the website. So let's see how this is done in Node.js. All right, so back in the IDE here, we're just going to go into the app example that we did earlier with the get, post, and put and delete request types here. And we're going to put in here some routes to pull the correct data to the user. So I'm going to go in here and type a route. So let's just say that if the user lands in a URL that with a /get, you're going to get this document or this data to be visible or to be sent to the browser. So I'm going to just tab this a little bit over. I'll include these inside each route. And let's just say that the first route, so if the first route in this case would be coming from the request.url, if this URL is equal to this route, this is the root directory, right? But we want to have the one that says get. If it goes to get, then it's going to load this page or this document here in just this section alone. Okay, and then else, if it's a different route, if it's the post, then we load this document, and so on. I'm going to do for all of them, request.url is equal to the /put. And I'm going to load this, and then go a little bit down here. And else if the request.url is equal to delete, and I'm going to load that last part. And if it doesn't match any at all, then we need to have the catch all, right? So that means we need the else part. Else, if it's anything else, then we want to display a different message. And I'll just put here respond dot end. We'll put here not found or something, or any default content you want to send to the user. Usually you will take that user back to the home page or the landing page of some sort. Okay, I'm going to remove that extra braces up there. Okay, so now this will work on the browser, but like the post and the put and the delete may not work because, when we check for the method here, we usually can't check it because on the browser is usually just a get here. So I'm going to put another message besides what's in here. I'll put above here a response.write. And we'll write, you just say, you reach the get page or something. Okay. And I'm going to copy that and put it down here for each one of these cases. So we'll put that one there and down here. And we'll put here the delete page. This is the put. And this is the post. Okay. So I think that should do it. And so again, these are the patterns, the slash with a get, /post, put, and delete. And if you get anything else besides these, it's going to go to the catch-all. Okay, so let's save this and let's go to the terminal and run this app. So here in the terminal, I'm going to go into the demo and it should be the app. So node app. Okay, so I'm going to go to the route, the browser, and reload my page here, refresh my page. Okay, I did not put the dash here. Let's do it again. It's probably didn't have a caching. Let's go try one more time from here. It's somehow it stopped. Okay, I have an error here. Okay, let's fix it. 16. Where is it? Okay, I didn't see the error. Let's try one more time. Go to the terminal. Okay, so it's running. Let's go ahead and just double control click this. It's gonna load the browser. And I still have an error. All right, let's go and check it out again. I probably missed something there. So line 16, if here, I missed type request. Okay, so let's fix that. Line 16, I missed type request. I wish it would just correct that for me, but no, it doesn't. Right, so save it, go to terminal and do one more time. So clear my console, up arrow, and then, okay, let's go to the browser and refresh it again. Okay, so we see that it goes to the not found because we did not match the pattern. And the pattern we want to match were like a get. You can see we got a get, and this is the output from the get method. If you put here a put, we get a put page. Okay, and notice you have a spinning thing going on here, right? And I showed you earlier that because you did not put the end to the response, it's going to keep spinning. And if I try to go to the post, you see that it won't, it's still spinning there. Okay, so you want to go in and terminate that. But at least you know that it actually reads the data. It goes to the correct page. If I put anything else, then it just goes to the not found. And the not found stop it because we end that response. So back in the terminal here, you want to make sure that when we reach one of these, this one is fine because we get a get and the method is going to be get, so we ended that method here. Okay, so when we reach any one of these, if this is skipped, like here, if this is skipped, then there's no way to end this, right? So that means somewhere you have to end this part here. And so you could put it here, you can put it in every one of these, or you can go to the very bottom here, and just in case you miss any one of those, you can just put here the response.end, and that should take care of that issue. Okay, all right, so this is how URL works. If you have routing works, you just basically direct the router or the user to a very specific endpoint, and if that endpoint matches, then you can load the specific data and so on. Now, normally you don't just output some simple text like this. You will load a template to display the data or the content to the user. All right, so now that we know how Node.js works and how these routing system works, in the next video, we're going to build a very simple Node.js application using what we have already learned in this section.